Okay, today I'm down here in near McDonough, Georgia, looking at a Dollar General for a client. You know, I look at these all the time. I have data on over 30,000 dollar stores. And if you go to dollarstore-investors.com, you can find a lot of information about buying dollar stores. So there's a lot you need to know about this type of investment because everybody thinks they're so generic as an investment, but they're really quite different. You got to look at the leases. A lot of times if the leases aren't going to be renewed, as I said in my other videos, then what's the next use for this? What's the area doing around it? Well, this one happens to be in a good area. The path of progress. It's not that old of a store. The only couple things I see wrong with it is the visibility from the street is a little challenging. It sits probably 10 feet below grade. There's a couple trees in front of the store, probably required by the landscape for the area, and so it sort of blocks the view in the seasons where there's leaves on the trees. But and the sign is also set back from the road, and that's kind of difficult to see. But if you're familiar with the area, you're going to know where the Dollar General is. I mean, this is a prospect. I mean, this is probably about $1.4 million property. Like I said, wants to treat these as generic, and they should be 5 to 7%, most of them. All the cap rates should be 5 to 7 on these, and there's a big difference in these stores and what's going to happen to the store after your lease terms run out. Is there a second use for it that's competitive with what the current lease is paying, or is there going to be a vacancy and a big steep decline? And I've gone over this in many other videos about what makes a good dollar store and what doesn't. So like I said, I have information on over 30,000 dollar stores. Go to dollarstore-investing.com. And also, one thing to consider is the demographics around these stores and how old this building actually is. You know, because the trend is to build newer buildings that are bigger than the old footprint. So if you have an old building, you know, it might not be, the square footage might not be enough to get to the current demands of the market. Like I said, this one is in a good area, high traffic road, growing population around it. So I expect that this one will have a good long future. Look at dollarstore-investing.com. Everything you want to know about Dollar Store Investing is only a click away, a phone call away. Text me, call me. Like I said, I'm out in the field looking at these almost every other day, and there's a huge difference between them.